If you enjoyed playing Splatoon 2 or Mario Kart 8 online, it's now going to cost you money. That's what we're going to talk about today on the pause menu. I'm Corey. This is Chris. Nintendo Online is here.
It's out.
It's out everywhere. You excited? Maybe you shouldn't be. So for $20 a year or $5 a month, whatever it is,
They were pretty cheap subscriptions.
Yeah, you can play your games online now, which you're already able to do, and you can now play NES Classics up to 20 with some friends. They got some new co-op stuff, but
And cloud storage.
Sort of cloud storage. But basically, today on the pause menu, we're going to talk about this and why, even though it's cheap, we're not really on board with it.
No.
So you were more upset about this than anyone, so go for it.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's not worth the value that they're giving. Yes, it's $20 a year. Yes, that's extremely cheap. But, like, so you're making me pay to play online now. So, I mean, obviously you did this because Super Smash Bros. Is coming out. And we don't even know how Super Smash Bros. Is going to play well online. I mean, they've had that in the past where it just doesn't really work that great unless maybe you had really good internet, you know?
And a LAN adapter.
So, I mean, I guess that's going to be the definitive aspect for me is how much that's going to work when playing that. But it's pointless. Like you said, the 2-3 games you're going to play online right now are Mario Aces, Mario Kart,
no one's playing Mario Tennis.
I mean, and Splatoon.
Right.
And then some games don't even qualify for it because, like, again, like Fortnite's free to play. So
right.
Anyway, I don't get it.
You hit the nail on the head. Is Nintendo's output of online games is very small.
Very.
Like when you compare it to even just Microsoft or Sony. Like, what was the last Sony game that didn't have any kind of online functionality? Spider-Man, I guess, but Microsoft, every game has some sort of multiplayer.
Yes.
And I get it, it's $20, but they were going to release maybe 1 or 2 games a year that are going to use this service, and that's weird to me. That's really weird. But what I don't quite understand is that, like, there's no
hook.
Like, Sony and Microsoft do this because they can, and it's because it's become the norm. But it's like, Nintendo's like, well, if they're doing it, we can do it, right?
There's no reason to do
but
it.
It's like, right, but it's like, it might be the norm, but your norm was not paying for it, and now you want us to pay for it. And when it rolled out, like, there's no big extravagant, like, hey,
yes.
Come to Nintendo Online. Hey, there's this great new thing on. It's like, no, basically just give us money now. And I'm like, what? Wait.
That's the issue, because playing classic NES games and having cloud storage, it's not enough of a grab for me.
Right.
I mean, first, I already have these NES games on 3 separate Nintendo consoles,
right.
and probably duplicates of each game, too. Like, I can't tell you how many Mario 3s I own at this point, But, I mean, the idea that you can play online with friends is, it's a pretty cool feature. I mean, I'll give him that. Like, playing Mario 3 with you from being in my place and your place works out great.
Right.
But it's Mario 3.
That's a really cool feature. Like, that is the selling point of this, but there's only 20 games and they're going to add more of them, but, like, that's your hook. Like, I don't know, like, why even tie this online thing into it? Just sell this service of Nintendo Classics. Like, just do that, because I would actually more likely give you money for that.
Sure. And
have more on it. Instead of only having 20 games, have Super Nintendo games, have NES games. Like, this should be your Nintendo, like, what do they call it? Virtual console. Yeah, like, this is the evolution of that. And instead of, that's what you should have done. And while they are promising there's going to be more games every month, like they're adding 3 every month and everything, but so there's no reason for me to get it right now. Like, I'll just wait till there's more on it.
And my problem is that it's NES games. I mean, like,
you got to start small, I guess, but
like, they're NES games. I mean, at least give me Super Nintendo games. We haven't had a virtual console game. I mean, I guess the Wii U did it, where we really were able to play GameCube games or something like that, or N64 games. Like I was expecting a variety.
Right. This should be their Game Pass. Like, this should be their PlayStation Now. They should charge $10 a month, give me access to all of this stuff, and don't charge me for online because your output isn't enough. But you already kind of said it, and I don't want to backtrack a little bit, but their online sucks. Like, it's not good. Like, it's laggy. It's not, it works in Mario Kart because it's Mario Kart. Right. Like, I never had issues with Splatoon, but even Splatoon, if you look at the metrics of it, like, it's a very slow server. The response times are slow, and I'm like, I have zero faith that this money's going to go to better servers. Like, it's the same thing with Sony. Like, PlayStation Network has always been slow when trying to download something. And they keep, you give them money and they promise it's going to get better, but it never does. Like, it's the same thing. And Smash Brothers needs to be flawless, and
It's got to
I
be.
have zero faith that it's going to be. Like, and I'm a person with even a LAN adapter, and I still had issues with it. But
Like,
that's
this is a great opportunity to play a successful Smash Brothers online. Like,
Right.
I mean, I've never really had that experience, but it was one that I've always wanted. So I really hope it's going to work well. Two other things we should mention, though. You still have to download the app to do voice control. So you're basically just talking through your phone.
I completely forgot about that.
Like, there's no voice online feature whatsoever
Yeah.
with the online subscription, which Nintendo, I mean, come on, you gotta have voice chat. You really need it.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
I feel like you need it.
Nintendo's one of those companies, like, they don't tend to go back and sort of fix their mistakes.
I know.
But just do the thing that Microsoft did and release a damn controller with a headphone jack or something in it.
But, yeah.
Like something. Like, give people an option. Like, I'd be pissed that I have to pay for it again, but at least it's there, because I'm not opening this app. I'm not doing it. Like,
But
I'm not
again,
doing
like
it.
it adds more value to this $20 you're paying a year. Like, you're getting something else by being able to access voice chat or something like that.
Which you can do for free on any other
and
platform.
then we have a
Like,
little issue with this cloud storage.
which is yeah.
So, like, if your subscription passes like 7 days, I think you said.
That's the wording.
The
is-
rumor that what you did save on your cloud storage is basically
gone,
gone.
right.
Like, it's not worth it.
Which, I mean, basically means that your onboard saves are still good,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, I'm very confused. Cloud saves to me isn't a feature that
Yes.
1% of people want cloud
Exactly.
saves. Like,
It's
I have
not a hook.
right. I have zero reason to have cloud saves, but to me, it just, because you still can't, and you can do it on the 3DS, but you can't do it on the Switches. You can't back up your saves. If my Switch explodes, I'm screwed. I
Yeah.
cannot get it. And even some of the cloud saves don't work because not all games support it. And it's just like, what? Like, that's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy that they're charging for that. And it's, again, Nintendo doesn't work yet. Like, your online isn't good enough yet. So to charge is just, it's insane.
And then lastly,
absolutely insane.
they mentioned that in the future there will be special promotions. So
Right. Well, they showed the first one.
Did they?
Yeah. You can get the NES controllers. That's the only way. It's
is that
the only way
really?
you can buy them, though.
Yeah.
You have to be a Nintendo Online member to even, like, to get to the page to buy it. You have to log in with your Nintendo Online,
I didn't know that.
and it's one per person, so you can't. So scalpers can't get to it.
So it's a weird. It's like a
Right.
club kind of thing.
Yeah, basically. So
But they're still like $60.
yeah, because you have to buy two of them. I don't think you can buy them singular. So whatever.
I mean,
but that's cool though. Like, that's
yeah,
really
it's
cool that you
nostalgia.
can do that. But it should be a lot cheaper because
cheaper.
I'm already giving you money. Like, I'm already giving you $20 a month. Those should be $20 each max.
You know, I
like,
feel like the technology in them is what makes them.
right.
You know, so like I feel like what do they call those handles?
The Joy-Cons?
The Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
They're probably just some expensive piece of technology right there.
Yeah, they've got a lot of tech in them.
Probably
but,
the only reason why it's that expensive.
right. But if you're gonna gate, I mean, I don't know. There's still just buttons on on a circuit board.
But again,
Like-
that's not a reason for me to get online.
right.
Like,
So you want me to give you $20 so I have the opportunity to buy something?
and again, I know you can defend $20 is nothing like that, and
Right.
I agree that is very cheap for a 12-month subscription there.
Mhm.
But you're really not getting anything in return. I mean, you can probably buy Mario 3 or whatever Mario 1 for much cheaper than
Right.
that. You
And
know, at
it's-
this point.
It's enough that, like, and there's a 7-day trial, which I'm probably going to do just to check out the NES games, like,
Yeah.
just to see what it's about. But like you said, they're already NES games, and if you had a Wii or a Wii U,
Probably
like,
already have them.
not only have you had them, you've played them recently. So, like, I am not clamoring to play Super Metroid again. I mean, also, I just bought a SNES Classic, so I have that game. Like,
True.
it-
I didn't even think about
right,
that.
and so you also did the NES Classic, and it's like, so do you want those people to buy them again? It's very,
It's
very
like,
weird.
They're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Right.
By, well, definitely with those classics and then releasing this.
Right. So hopefully in the future it gets better. Like, there's that rumor that they're going to redo Mario Galaxy, and like they're going to remaster some of those Wii games that we really want to play. And it's like, if those are on the service, that'd be great. Like, if they get to the point where there's N64 games and there's GameCube games, like, that's cool. Like, I would give you money
Yeah.
for that. But that's where the $20 a month price almost doesn't make sense, because I don't think they're going to start putting GameCube games on there, because that'd be an insane value.
Like,
So
give us a games for gold, like you kind of
Right.
mentioned. You know, maybe a game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are just not too many games out there on the Switch right now. But at least maybe give us a discounted price or something for
Right.
like a Switch game or something.
Do like a once a month. Like if you're a member, you get 50% off of a big game.
Yeah,
Like
I think that'd
like
be
buy
cool.
Breath of the Wild for $30 instead of the 60. Like that'd be cool. But maybe they're going to do that stuff. But I think the number one
Could
thing
be still
is
early, you know.
I think the number one problem is the communication has been terrible. Like they just rolled out this new service with barely talking about it. They don't present it in a way that presents value or anything. So it's just weird.
It just hurts people because,
Right.
like, I mean, let's say if you're a competitive Splatoon 2 player, now you got to pay $20 to play online. I mean,
That's weird. It's so weird. I mean,
It is.
Granted, they from the get go they did say it was a trial, so you have to give them that of saying that you're gonna have to pay for this eventually. So I don't know. It's weird. But all right, that's all we got. Let us know what you think about Nintendo Online. Is that what, Nintendo Switch Online? Great name. You couldn't call it anything else. In the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.